So hi everyone, this is Jane from Proven Winners Color Choice, and today I'm in our nursery landscape on a beautiful spring day. To give you some context, I'm next to a laced up elderberry and it hasn't bloomed yet, but there's some nice buds on it. Today's a great day, but I'm going to go all the way back to last August when I went to the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanic Garden. Now, this was August and it was during COVID and it was in Cincinnati. So it was hot and it was humid, but it was also a great time to go to the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanic Garden because they've done a great job of planting their facility so it looks good even when it is hot and humid as Cincinnati can get. If you haven't been to the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanic Garden, you really need to go. Sure, they're known for a certain hippo who's very charismatic, but they also have wonderful plantings. And they really are on a mission to make these plantings accessible to visitors and to people who visit them digitally on their website. So with that, we had some nice tours of the facility, met the awesome people there, and saw the great plantings. When we went to the zoo, we met with Scott Bierlein. And Scott met us at the entrance of the Zoo and Botanic Garden, which as entrances should be. It's a very welcoming space, but it also sets the tone for the zoo as a whole. And this is important because at the entrance, you have a wonderful pollinator garden. The zoo takes its mission to educate people very seriously, not just about the animals in their exhibits, but the wildlife that is in our own backyards, which is pollinators. And you can't make pollinators happy unless you have the right plants. So they have a wonderful display of plants that are good for pollinators and also really attractive. And Scott's going to show us how choosing these plants can make everybody happy, the bees and the butterflies and the people who just want something pretty to look at.
Hi, I'm Scott Bierlein from the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden. I'm the manager of Botanical Garden Outreach, and we are now at our new Erkenbrecher entrance. This opened last year to facilitate a new parking lot. So we wanted a nice, sunny, bright, welcoming area with great diversity, planting that was very good for pollinators, which is one of our missions, to foster gardens for pollinators. So to my left here is Villa. It's called Kodiak Orange, a relatively new plant. If you had told me 5 years ago that I would be excited about Villa, I'd say you were insane, but these are great plants, beautiful color. They can be grown anywhere, and the foliage stays this beautiful color all season. So over here we have a group with the Pugster buddleias, or butterfly bushes. We really like the nice low form on this, the dark, rich foliage, and of course these big flowers that stay in bloom for a very long time, almost all summer. And again, the pollinators just love them. Behind it, you see Deutzia Chardonnay pearls. This is one we tried in our trials program about, probably 7, 8 years ago. And it was kind of typical for what we do. We put it in a back area because we weren't sure how it would perform. It performed great. So now here we are, we had this project going on. We put in a dozen of them or so. Great plant with bright orange foliage and very pretty flowers in the springtime.